Have you ever felt like you're holding on to something that's no longer serving you? Maybe it's a relationship, a job, or even a goal you've been chasing for so long that you don't know who you'd be without it. But deep down, something feels off. You find yourself drained, unfulfilled, and stuck in a cycle of wondering if you should stay or if it's time to move on. Walking away isn't just about leaving. It's about making space for something new, something better. It's about choosing yourself, your peace, and your future over the fear of the unknown. But how do you know when it's the right time? And more importantly, how do you do it without regret? In today's video, we're going to dive deep into the art of walking away, when to do it, why it's so important, and how to make the decision with confidence. This is your guide to breaking free from what's holding you back and stepping into a future that feels right. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might just find the clarity you've been searching for. Point 1. The inner conflict. Recognizing when something isn't right. One of the hardest parts of walking away is recognizing when it's time to leave. Often we stay in situations far longer than we should because of fear, comfort, or attachment. We tell ourselves things will get better, or that maybe we're just going through a rough patch. But deep down, there's an inner conflict that we can't ignore. This conflict arises when we know something isn't right, but we're hesitant to act. Think about it. How many times have you ignored that little voice in your head telling you that you deserve more? We brush it aside, convincing ourselves that things aren't that bad. But the truth is, that inner voice is a powerful signal. It's your intuition trying to guide you towards something better. The problem is, we're often too afraid to listen. Why? Because walking away feels like failure. It feels like giving up, and no one likes to feel like they've failed. Plus, there's the fear of the unknown. What if leaving this job or relationship leads to something worse? What if we regret it? These fears keep us stuck, even when we know staying is doing more harm than good. But here's the key. Walking away isn't about failing. It's about realizing that you're no longer in alignment with where you are. It's about acknowledging that growth sometimes requires letting go of what no longer serves you. Recognizing this inner conflict is the first step. Once you stop pushing aside your feelings and start listening to your intuition, the path becomes clearer. The discomfort you're feeling is a sign that something needs to change, and the longer you ignore it, the harder it will be to find peace. Point 2. Knowing when to walk away, identifying the right time. The next challenge is knowing when to walk away. It's easy to get lost in the maybe things will change mindset, or hold on to the belief that if you try a little harder, things will improve. But there comes a point when staying becomes more painful than leaving, and recognizing that moment is crucial. A key indicator is patterns. If you find yourself stuck in a cycle of unhappiness, frustration, or dissatisfaction, whether it's in a relationship, job, or even a personal habit, those patterns are telling you something. Pay attention to how often you feel drained, undervalued, or anxious. When those feelings become the norm, rather than the exception, it's time to take a hard look at whether the situation is truly serving you. One practical tool to help you make this decision is to ask yourself this simple but powerful question. If I could start over today, would I still choose this? Whether it's a job, a friendship, or a personal commitment, if the answer is no, then staying might be more about fear than it is about genuine desire. This question can help cut through the emotional clutter and give you a clearer perspective on what you truly want. It's also important to remember that sometimes the timing isn't perfect, and it might never be. You may not feel 100% ready to walk away, and that's okay. What matters is recognizing that the longer you stay in a situation that's depleting you, the more you delay your own growth. Trust that when the signs are clear, when the stress outweighs the joy, when the anxiety is constant, and when you can no longer see a future that excites you, it's time to move forward. Point 3. How to walk away with grace. The right way to let go. Once you've recognized that it's time to walk away, the next challenge is how to do it, how to leave without burning bridges, without regret, and with your dignity intact. Walking away doesn't have to be a dramatic exit or a destructive event. In fact, the most powerful departures often happen with grace and clarity. First, it's essential to be clear about why you're leaving. Whether it's a job, a relationship, or a commitment, take the time to fully understand your reasons. This clarity helps you approach the situation with confidence and calm. When you know why you're walking away, you're less likely to second-guess yourself or be swayed by guilt or external pressure. Once you've made your decision, honesty is key. Whether you're telling a boss, a partner, or a friend, be direct but compassionate. It's easy to let fear or guilt keep you from being upfront, but sugarcoating the truth or avoiding difficult conversations will only make things harder in the long run. You don't have to be harsh, but you do have to be honest. Frame the conversation around your needs, your well-being, and your desire to move forward. Another important aspect of walking away with grace is to avoid dwelling on the past. Once you've made the decision to leave, don't keep looking back or wondering, what if? Walking away is an act of moving forward, and constantly revisiting the past will only keep you stuck. Letting go means accepting that you can't change what's behind you, but you can shape what comes next. Lastly, give yourself time to heal and adjust. Walking away can be emotionally draining, even when it's the right choice. Allow yourself the space to reflect, but also to grow and embrace new opportunities. Trust that leaving what no longer serves you is making room for something that will. Point 4. Embracing the unknown. Finding strength in uncertainty. Walking away often means stepping into the unknown, and that's where many people get stuck. The uncertainty of what lies ahead can feel overwhelming. What if leaving doesn't lead to something better? What if it leads to failure or regret? These fears are natural, but it's important to remember that growth and transformation rarely happen within the boundaries of comfort. Embracing the unknown is about trusting yourself and the process. It's understanding that the path forward might not be perfectly clear right now, but that's okay. The beauty of the unknown is that it holds infinite possibilities, possibilities that staying stuck in the same place will never offer you. Walking away is an act of faith in yourself, in your ability to adapt and thrive, even when you can't see exactly what's coming next. A key to embracing uncertainty is shifting your perspective. Instead of viewing the unknown as a threat, see it as an opportunity for new experiences, new connections, and new growth. Yes, there might be challenges ahead, but those challenges are also what shape you and push you toward the next chapter of your life. Another way to handle the fear of the unknown is to break it down into manageable steps. You don't have to have everything figured out all at once. Start with small, intentional actions that move you forward. Whether it's reaching out for support, taking up a new project, or simply allowing yourself time to explore new paths, each step builds momentum and confidence. Ultimately, walking away is an act of courage. It's a bold statement that you trust yourself enough to handle whatever comes next. And remember, uncertainty isn't the enemy. Staying in a place that no longer serves you is. Embracing the unknown is what allows you to grow, evolve, and create a life that aligns with who you truly are. Point 5. Moving forward, building a future after walking away. Once you've made the decision to walk away and embrace the uncertainty, the real work begins. Building a new future. Walking away is only the first step. The next chapter of your life is about moving forward with intention and creating a path that reflects your true desires, values, and goals. But how do you do that? First, give yourself permission to start over. This can be one of the most empowering aspects of walking away. You're no longer tied to what was holding you back, and that opens up space for something new. However, it's important to approach this new beginning with patience. The process of rebuilding isn't always fast or easy, and that's okay. Take your time to figure out what truly matters to you, now that you're no longer stuck in the past. Start by setting small, achievable goals. Instead of overwhelming yourself with huge expectations, focus on little victories. Whether it's learning a new skill, meeting new people, or simply re-establishing a routine, these small steps will slowly build up to bigger changes. Each success, no matter how small, will help you regain confidence and create momentum in your new direction. Next, focus on personal growth. Walking away is often a signal that you're ready for a new version of yourself. This is the time to invest in your passions, cultivate new interests, or focus on self-care. Reflect on what you've learned from the experience you've left behind and use those lessons to guide you. What did you discover about yourself? What will you do differently moving forward? Surround yourself with support. This could be friends, family, or even new communities that align with the future you're building. Having a solid support system will not only help keep you grounded, but also remind you that you're not alone in this journey. Most importantly, trust the process. There will be moments of doubt and times when the path ahead feels uncertain, but remember, walking away was a choice you made to better your life. Moving forward is about honoring that choice, trusting your instincts, and building a future that feels right for you. Point 6. Letting go of guilt and regret. Freeing yourself from the past. One of the most challenging aspects of walking away is dealing with the guilt and regret that often come afterward. Even when you know deep down that walking away was the right decision, it's natural to reflect on what you left behind and wonder if you made the right call. But holding on to guilt and regret can keep you tethered to the very thing you're trying to break free from. The first step in letting go of guilt is understanding that choosing yourself is not selfish. It's easy to feel guilty for leaving a relationship, a job, or even a friendship, especially if you care about the people involved. But remember, prioritizing your well-being doesn't mean you're disregarding others' feelings. It means you recognize your own needs and are brave enough to act on them. Sometimes, the healthiest thing you can do for both yourself and others is to walk away. Regret often comes when we focus on the what-ifs. What if I had stayed longer? What if I tried harder? What if things had gotten better? But dwelling on these hypothetical scenarios is counterproductive. Instead, remind yourself why you walked away in the first place. Reflect on the reasons that led you to make that decision and trust that your intuition was guiding you towards something better. There is no value in second-guessing a choice you made with clarity and conviction. A powerful tool in letting go of regret is to reframe your mindset. Instead of seeing the situation as something you've lost, see it as something you've gained. Walking away has given you the freedom to explore new possibilities, new relationships, and a new version of yourself. Every ending is also a beginning, and every path you leave behind creates space for something new. Finally, practice self-compassion. Letting go of guilt and regret takes time. Allow yourself to feel the emotions, but don't let them control you. You're not defined by the choices you made in the past. You're defined by how you move forward. Forgive yourself for any missteps along the way, and honor the courage it took to walk away in the first place. By releasing guilt and regret, you free yourself from the emotional chains of the past, allowing you to fully embrace the new opportunities that lie ahead. You deserve to move forward without carrying the weight of what once was. Point 7. Celebrating your decision, embracing empowerment and growth. Walking away is a brave decision, and one that deserves to be celebrated. Too often, we focus on the emotional toll of leaving something behind and forget to acknowledge the courage it took to make that choice in the first place. Once you've walked away and begun the process of moving forward, it's essential to recognize and celebrate the empowerment that comes with taking control of your own life. By walking away, you've made a powerful statement. You've chosen you. You've chosen your happiness, your peace, and your growth over comfort, fear, or obligation. That's no small feat. In a world where staying put often feels safer, you've taken the harder but more rewarding path. You've decided that your well-being matters more than fitting into an old version of yourself that no longer serves you. One way to celebrate this decision is to reflect on how far you've come. Take a moment to think back to the person you were before you walked away. The doubts, the inner conflict, the fear. Now, look at yourself today. Walking away didn't just free you from a difficult situation. It opened the door for you to become stronger, more self-assured, and more in tune with what you truly want. Celebrate the small wins, whether it's feeling more peaceful, sleeping better, or even just having more mental space to think about what comes next. These are all signs that you're on the right track. Take pride in the fact that you're no longer weighed down by something that was holding you back. Also, give yourself permission to enjoy the freedom that comes with your decision. This isn't about pretending that everything is perfect. It's about recognizing that you're now in a place of choice. You can create the future you want without the limitations of the past. Whether that means pursuing a new passion, forming healthier relationships, or simply spending more time doing what you love, you're now in control. Lastly, share your journey. Whether it's with close friends, family, or even journaling for yourself, celebrating your decision with others can reinforce the strength of your choice. You might even inspire someone else who's stuck in a similar situation to find the courage to walk away. In the end, walking away is about growth, empowerment, and stepping into a future that's aligned with who you truly are. Celebrate your decision because it was not just a step away from something old. It was a leap toward everything new and possible. You're stronger, wiser, and ready for whatever comes next. Point 8. Trusting the journey, the power of patience and persistence. After you've walked away and started moving forward, the final and often most difficult part of the process is trusting the journey. It's easy to want immediate results, a clear path, or instant clarity. But life doesn't always work that way. Growth takes time, and the path ahead is often filled with twists, turns, and even setbacks. Learning to trust the journey is essential to finding peace and success after walking away. One of the first things to remember is that healing and growth are not linear. You may feel amazing one day, full of excitement for the future, and then hit a rough patch the next. That's normal. Progress doesn't happen in a straight line, and that's okay. Instead of getting discouraged when things don't go as planned, remind yourself that every step forward, even the small, shaky ones, is still progress. Patience is your greatest ally in this process. The decision to walk away was just the beginning. Now you're in a phase of rebuilding and rediscovery, and that takes time. It's important to give yourself the grace to grow at your own pace. There's no need to rush the process. Instead of constantly seeking the end result, focus on each moment as it comes. Every challenge, every breakthrough, and every lesson is shaping you into a stronger, more self-aware version of yourself. persistence is just as crucial. There will be moments when doubt creeps back in, when the comfort of what you left behind starts to feel tempting again. But remember why you walked away in the first place. Trust that the decision you made was for your highest good. Stay committed to your growth, even when the path feels unclear. Another important part of trusting the journey is staying open to new opportunities. Walking away creates space for new people, experiences, and possibilities to enter your life. You may not know what's next, but trust that by leaving behind what no longer serves you, you've opened the door to something better, even if you can't see it just yet. Lastly, learn to appreciate the journey itself. Walking away isn't just about reaching a new destination. It's about the person you become along the way. The strength, resilience, and wisdom you gain throughout this process are just as valuable as whatever you're working toward. Trust that every twist, turn, and setback is part of your story, and it's leading you to a future that's even better than you imagined. In the end, walking away is an act of faith, not just in the unknown, but in yourself. Trust that the path you're on is unfolding exactly as it should, and that by staying patient and persistent, you'll eventually arrive where you're meant to be. Point 9. Seeking support. The importance of community in your journey. As you navigate the complexities of walking away and moving forward, one of the most valuable resources you can tap into is support. Whether you're leaving a job, a relationship, or a familiar environment, the journey can feel daunting and isolating at times. Seeking out a supportive community can make all the difference, providing you with encouragement, perspective, and camaraderie as you embrace your new path. First, consider reaching out to friends and family who understand your decision. Sharing your thoughts and feelings with those who care about you can lighten the emotional load. They can offer insights, listen without judgment, and remind you that you're not alone in this process. Sometimes, just having someone to talk to can help clarify your feelings and provide reassurance during moments of doubt. Additionally, look for groups or communities that align with your interests or values. Whether it's a local club, online forum, or support group, connecting with like-minded individuals can provide a sense of belonging. These communities often share similar experiences and can offer advice or encouragement that resonates with your situation. Surrounding yourself with people who understand your journey can help you feel validated and motivated. Don't hesitate to seek professional support if you find yourself struggling. Therapists, coaches, or counselors can provide valuable guidance as you process your feelings and develop strategies for moving forward. Professional support can help you gain new perspectives, work through any lingering guilt or regret, and build the resilience needed to embrace your next chapter. Moreover, remember that support doesn't always come from those you expect. Sometimes new friendships can form in unexpected places, perhaps through a class you take, a workshop you attend, or even social media groups focused on your interests. Be open to new connections. You might find encouragement and inspiration in the most unlikely situations. Lastly, be proactive in nurturing these supportive relationships. Check in with your support network regularly, share your progress, and celebrate your wins, no matter how small. A strong community is built on mutual encouragement, and by sharing your journey, you not only strengthen your connections, but also inspire others who might be facing similar challenges. In essence, seeking support is not a sign of weakness. It's a vital component of your growth. Embrace the connections around you and allow others to help lift you up as you navigate this transformative period. Remember, you don't have to walk this path alone. Together, you can cultivate resilience, celebrate progress, and create a future that truly reflects who you are. Point 10. Reflecting on your journey. Learning from the past to shape your future. As you continue on your path after walking away, taking time to reflect on your journey is crucial. Reflection allows you to gain insight into what you've experienced, recognize your growth, and understand how your past informs your present and future decisions. It's an opportunity to look back not with regret, but with a mindset of learning and evolution. Start by journaling about your experiences. Write down what led you to walk away, the emotions you felt during the process, and the lessons you've learned since. This exercise can help you articulate your feelings and track your growth over time. By capturing your thoughts, you create a tangible record of your journey that you can revisit whenever you need a reminder of how far you've come. Next, consider the specific lessons learned from your previous situation. What were the red flags you ignored? What values did you compromise on? Reflecting on these questions can deepen your self-awareness and help you make more aligned choices in the future. This awareness is a powerful tool that can guide you in recognizing what to seek and what to avoid in your next endeavors. It's also valuable to celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Take time to acknowledge the steps you've taken since your decision to walk away. Whether it's setting new goals, pursuing interests, or building new relationships, celebrating your progress reinforces the idea that your journey is one of growth and empowerment. Additionally, reflecting on your emotional responses during this transition is vital. What fears have you faced? How have you overcome moments of doubt? Understanding your emotional landscape can help you develop resilience and prepare for future challenges. By recognizing your patterns, you can anticipate how you might feel in similar situations and equip yourself with strategies to handle them. Finally, keep an open mind about the future. Reflection isn't just about looking back, it's also about envisioning what comes next. Based on what you've learned, start dreaming about your future goals. What do you want to achieve? Who do you want to become? By setting intentions rooted in your newfound understanding, you create a roadmap for your journey ahead. In summary, reflecting on your journey is a powerful practice that allows you to learn from the past, celebrate your growth, and shape your future. Embrace this opportunity to gain insights and wisdom, and remember that every step you take is part of your evolving story. By reflecting, you honor your experiences and empower yourself to move forward with clarity and purpose. Conclusion. In conclusion, walking away is a significant and transformative choice that can lead to profound growth and self-discovery. It's a journey filled with challenges, but each step taken toward liberation and authenticity brings you closer to a life that aligns with your true self. By recognizing when something no longer serves you, embracing the unknown, and seeking support, you empower yourself to move forward with intention. Remember that the process of letting go is just as important as the decision itself. Allow yourself to reflect on your experiences, celebrate your achievements, and learn from your past. Trusting the journey means accepting that growth takes time and that every setback can be a valuable lesson. Ultimately, walking away isn't just about leaving. It's about stepping into a brighter, more fulfilling future. You have the strength to shape your path and create a life that resonates with your values and desires. So take a deep breath, embrace your journey, and know that the best is yet to come. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.